course you'll die, demon. Just going to slay the princess.
Alright, everybody, we are back. It's Matt, 40-year-old dad. We are playing Slay the Princess, the Pristine Edition. Cut. Yeah, we've got a couple endings so far, and it's been a couple days, and, you know, I haven't been able to get this game out of my mind, so I'm looking forward to get going at least one more.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alright. Wonder if what happens if you just turn around and leave? I don't think I've tried that before. Let's do it.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
We sure do.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to
How
the
convenient.
cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Yeah, we're going. We're turning around.
You're
We're committed.
really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Absolutely.
It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
No. I saw what you were going to do to me when I was in there by myself. I don't care. I'm not killing a princess. Good. Maybe everyone should die. It's what they got for dumping me in the woods and asking me. You're not mostly black. Bailing me into this? Yeah, exactly.
When I said everyone, I meant everyone. That's a pretty large group to just condemn to death over a single princess. And, last I checked, you're part of everyone too, so if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Yep.
Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Alright. There's no fighting that says there I don't have to go in the cabin, don't I? Fine. Oh yeah, well I guess I'll start walking a different direction again. In fact, I'm going to keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place. I hope I don't repeat stuff here. No, yeah.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who has ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Prove it.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
They're multiple?
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a
So
cabin.
weird.
The cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on?
Yeah, what is going on?
You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
In this very moment, you're not wrong. You are not wrong,
You've doomed
sir.
us all. You know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
Yeah, you're not incorrect.
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Oh, weird. So it just ends. Huh.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
I wonder.
If you don't, it will be the end.
can't run from the cabin, then I'm just gonna stay here in the woods forever. Hold on, I'm just gonna graze these real quick. Getting a terrible sense of days off. Ooh, wait, I already read that, right? I wish it would gray out. Ones I've already done. But I died. But I wonder if it has different options, too. Maybe that's why they don't gray it out. Unless they can't just force me to go. And he put walls up. No, we know what he's doing. He's trying to force me. So, you know what? If I can't run away from the cabin, then I'm just gonna stay here in the woods forever. Stays in the woods forever.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Huh? Well, I'm gonna lie to you
You
then.
know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying
Yeah.
her. Don't believe a word
You
she
just
says.
built a wall to trap me in here, narrator. You know, it's kind of funny because I actually am gonna go into like, I don't know how to explain it. More of like the piss off for the narrator after he was coming at me and trying to convince them all and voting against me.
If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should
last
believe
time.
her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for
True.
the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
All right. I guess now look, they eliminated all my choices. We headed the cabin. It's so crazy. I didn't think there'd be an option like this over here to have the wall built to force me.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space.
Yeah, look at that. Almost
It's
looks
all
like that.
shifted. An inch here, a foot there.
Look at that.
Such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it, throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
True.
No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing
Doesn't
with.
matter.
You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
Yep, and our goal is to get different iterations of the princess to...
Can't just say that. But when everything here is so...
The princess?
Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you
Is it really?
through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her.
I'm not scared at all.
Oh, you've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind.
The narrator really...
Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for
Irritates
getting
me.
under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird.
True.
What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
All right.
Ooh, we should look at ourselves. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, it might be fun.
You won't be looking at yourself because there isn't a mirror. There's the table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror.
Definitely mirrors.
There isn't. You insisting it isn't there just makes me want to look at it even more.
Think it's gonna disappear again? I want to see how handsome my
We shouldn't
feathers
waste
are.
time preening. If he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless?
Looks like a mirror.
What good would it even do? So we're all in agreement then. We're looking.
Mm-hmm.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was
That happened
there a
last
second
time.
ago. And now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Yeah. Where do you kind of know what you look like? Don't you remember, dude? No, I'm not taking the blade this time. We're just go to the
The
basement.
door to the basement creaks
Jesus.
open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable
That's
materials.
crazy.
Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odor that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
I wonder if we kind of broke the cabin from telling him no, 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 and he just kept cabin. It's just kind of like
If the princess lives
All the
here,
re- a lot of
Spain,
realms
who's probably doing her a
coalesce
favour.
together. I don't know.
Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby.
Exactly.
I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die.
Perhaps, probably.
We don't even have a weapon.
True.
But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Absolutely. Harsh. Take the harsh stairs to the left. Take the center. Take the soft stairs to the right. Soft. Center. Harsh. Center. Soft. Center. Harsh. Harsh.
You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs, until there's nothing left in them to feel. The air around you grows
Oh, damn.
cold the further you progress. At first, a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold.
I was hoping that they're trying to be more off-putting by the harsh ones, and they'd actually be the better.
Your toes feel like
Oh,
blocks
dang.
of ice. Your breaths puff out in clouds of condensed vapor. You shudder against it as you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish,
What?
until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward
Crazy. Look
to a
at that.
destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as
Are you just going to stand there?
We're here.
what the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange.
That's kind of crazy.
Well,
They
like
actually
I'm
got me there. I was so
fundamentally
wrapped into
different,
like the
but
imagery.
Also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to
Weird.
our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Nothing's ever been normal, Mr. Hero. Let's ask her name.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Okay.
You can call me Princess, if you'd like.
As the princess speaks again, it's
It's
almost
crazy.
as if she fractures. Where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? Again? Have you been here before?
Numerous
Should we
times.
tell him? Nah, let him stew. Right, I'm telling him. Yeah, we've been here before, but we never went to the cabin. We just turned around and left until...
So.
It's hard to describe. Until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever. And then you told us that the world ended and we died. And then we woke up, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with all the rest of it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it?
But can you give words of wisdom if you haven't seen every reality that's already passed?
Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late.
Dude, I'm scarred
You
now.
have a job to do here, and you
My
need
mind's
to
been
do it
fractured.
now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Alright. Getting down there's more of her weird. Excuse me, I apologize. It's late for this old man, but I want to play a little bit of this before I have to go to bed. Getting down here was weird. Like I was pulled apart and put back together. Yeah. For all I know, you're locked up down here. For a reason. Do you know why you're down here? You're apparently a threat. The world I was sent here to slay you. I'm getting you out here. Okay, so we can make her leave. Let's make more of her.
And what's
This is a
that
pure
supposed to
chaos
mean?
run.
Are you trying to get under my skin? There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
Am I fracturing my own?
She fractures again.
Is she fracturing or is it my mental?
I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already
No,
are.
I don't have to do anything you want me to do.
How would we even do
You're
that?
just a
Where would
narrator.
we start? You'd always start by retrieving the blade.
But we haven't.
Can we even leave this place? I don't like thinking about what might happen to us if we have to go back through those stairs. Well, that's where the blade is. If you want it, you'll have to go and get it. I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
Getting down here was weird. Like I was pulled apart, put back together again. Do you know what happened to me?
What, like you need me to hold your hand to tell you everything's okay? You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here? We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either. I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
For all I know, you're locked down here for a reason. Do you know why you're down here? I'm getting you out of here. Try and free her. I don't know what you are, but I can't. Those are the same options. Look. All right, let's explore a little bit more. For all I know, you're down here.
Maybe it's because I'm dangerous.
Possibly.
But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it. Don't be coy. We both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster, and the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different?
It's true. Is it all? It's not. It's tough. It's like, you know, obviously.
Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have
I can't.
clearly been
You're making me
part of the
overthink it.
reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option.
No,
and that
nothing.
option is slaying her.
Very little in life is this so hard, black and gray or black and white. It's lots of shades of gray and nuance.
Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
This is our only option. All right.
That's not right.
We picked the option to go retrieve the blade and free her, which are on the same option. So
Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her, leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable this? We can't... Do you not have anything witty to say?
Nah.
I could use a good bit of wit right now.
It's weird and creepy and intriguing and equal parts horrifying.
No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all
Well, the narrator's gone.
falls apart. I think he's gone.
He is.
We were never going to salvage this, were we?
No.
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit.
Huh. She's like an amalgamation of.
We can feel them moving around.
Princesses.
They don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
Would you? No, miss.
Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Fix us?
I don't know.
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere.
Yeah.
I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
A bit.
Please.
Sorry, I'm like reading. I'm trying to think. It's going to be okay. I'll do my best. I don't know. I'm kind of going okay. Be okay is a lie. We don't know that. I'll do my best. I mean, I could try to do my best to help her. I did like The Last Princess, and it felt sweet and sincere. Whatever reality it was, when we were the ghost in the same body. I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. I don't know. I think this whole thing is weird. No, you destroy everything. I'm not going to fix you. No. You know, I'm going to say I'm going to do my best just because of my interaction with the last one. But you never know if she hears your reply. She's gone.
She's gone. Where does she go?
Not what I was expecting.
Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Well, of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not for the end for me. Yeah, it's just Tommy's always scared.
But it feels
Comfort
so
him.
bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing. Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. You're not messing with us, right?
Well, let's go find out. You approach the mirror. Gaze into the reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Oh. I have withered. Look at that. I'm like decaying. Oozing? Delicious. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. It's her. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again.
Crazy.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. I mean, they do. How can you stand to be contradiction? It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse? It's true. It does seem like somebody's always gonna hurt in the long run, right?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
No. I'm starting to understand. If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. I'm not putting you in one way or another. I just want it all to stop. Yes, you're torturing me and I hate you. I'm gonna go with the no, not really, since that was my initial thought. Just not exactly the response, but no, not really was kind of the first thought.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
Fair. I would say it feels like a riddle. Can you give me a straight answer? You can't be contradictions. Contradictions don't exist. How can you stand? What do you think of this vessel? Let's see what she thinks of the vessel.
These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and wall. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. They will make for a rich and vibrant heart.
Kind of does look like it. Like, maybe I'm just grasping for it, but like the general shape of everything.
Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
How can you stand? Enough with all this pretension. You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? Do you know what happens to the world we leave behind? You know, yeah. I don't know if I've asked that. If I've repeated myself, I'm sorry. It's been like 2 or 3 days since I've had a chance to play this.
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me.
We are one.
Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Maybe not. Alright. Enough of this pretension. You know that I'm going to kill you. Do you still not care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
Okay. Yeah, how many more vessels do you need?
We will know when we near our destination.
Okay. Well, I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
God, that shattered glass gets me every time when everything goes dark and it says darkness.